everyone. So today I'm going to show you all a recipe which is essentially a Chinese bolognese. It's like a basic Chinese noodle with meat sauce, and it is absolutely delicious. We call it Zhajiangmian, which is very similar to like the Korean version that you would see, like a chapaghetti kind of like sweet sauce with meat inside. Only I'll say that the Chinese version is a whole lot more savory, which actually is quite nice. Two kind of big ingredients that I'll be using today. One is I made this in pottery class. I did, but now I don't have the original box. But one is a Chinese soybean sauce. So you can probably use miso to substitute for it. It's a very salty type of sauce, but the Chinese also put in a lot of like other ingredients like wheat and kind of like different flavorings to make it it's not just salty, it is like a savory kind of like MSG salty. So a Chinese soybean sauce, I will put that down below. It's a soybean paste. And then the second one, which I think is actually pretty necessary, is I found this one at the store, and it's the Chinese Mian Jiang. Might use it in like Sichuanese cooking as well, but it translates to sweet soybean paste, but it's actually not that sweet. Like, it's sweeter, but it's also very savory as well. So these two in combination really make that bolognese sauce. And then just the third one that I wanted to point out, I'm kind of addicted to these at the moment, is these are like Taiwanese. I mean, they don't need to be Taiwanese, but they're flat wheat noodles. They're like thicker. So when you have something that's like really hearty like a bolognese, it's one, because the noodles themselves are a little bit thicker, they're a little bit chewier, so everything is just a lot more hearty. And then two, because they're wider noodles, I feel like you can kind of it can house more of the sauce. It can house more of the meat sauce in it. So it's really, really good. I hope you guys all enjoy this. You can put it together in a couple of minutes, and it's savory, but like really, really addictive. So I hope you all enjoy. So I'm gonna start off by cooking the flat noodles first. Now, nobody likes soft, like overcooked noodles, okay? So make sure to do it al dente, maybe, 30 seconds to a minute before it gets soggy. You just want it to be nice and chewy. You want these noodles to have some bite to it. And then just make sure to rinse it out in water so that it's not overly starchy. So I have the recipe written down below. Essentially, it's just these 4 ingredients that I'm gonna work with, and then I'm gonna adjust the seasoning with a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of sugar in the end. But, very quickly, start by frying the garlic and the onions, just for 30 seconds to a minute or so. And then I'm gonna add in both of the Chinese soybean paste and the sweetened soybean paste. And, just fry it for about 30 seconds. We're all over about medium to medium high heat, just until it gets slightly fragrant. After which, I'm just gonna adjust it with some soy sauce and then a little bit of sugar as well. I think at the end. I'm not gonna do that yet now. So 1 cup of vegan meat crumbles go in, any kind that you want. If you want to keep it a little more whole foodsy, put in some brown lentils or something like that. And then about a cup of water goes in, and that cup of water will just start boiling down. We're gonna start getting a nice sauce going. Right, so this is cucumber, very traditional, but you can go with, carrots and cucumber, carrots and zucchini. The meat sauce is actually done, so you just want to make sure to taste. If you need to adjust for like salt or, extra soy sauce, you can go ahead and do that. And this is actually a really big bowl. Perspective is not, you can't really see it in this footage, but this is like three servings worth of food in this fairly big bowl. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. There you have it. It's really delicious. You can see compared to the Korean one, it's not as like saucy, it's not as sweet, but it is sweet and savory, which makes it crazy addictive. And because we had all of that sauce, we added some of that water, it really like permeates and like can coat each of the noodles. So it's quite delicious. As per usual, if you could give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have any questions, help with the algorithm, subscribe, visit the Patreon, etc., etc. I hope you guys all enjoyed this recipe. Hope you all had a really nice weekend, and I will see you guys all again real soon. Bye.